What's was popping? I see you got
Um,
the Southern University at the background. Stop playing.
well, you know how I'm coming. You know how
All
I'm
at home,
coming.
but always rapping. I see you, brother.
Yes, sir. Got to keep the garage right. You hear me?
You know it. What's popping with y'all up in here rocking with us today? First thing first, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are
Yes, sir.
164 people away from our goal. Our goal is more than that, but we're trying to get to 1,000 first. So make sure y'all share this, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. If you don't do that, you're down bad. That's all I'm gonna say. You was a whole
Right.
out. That's all I'm saying.
Big fact, man. What's happening with y'all, man? I see we got 40 people on here right now. Like
40
Burger said,
people. They
y'all
must
go
have
ahead
missed
on.
us. They missed
Yeah,
us.
man. Go ahead and like, subscribe, hit the love button, tag somebody, shut it alive, man. Y'all know how we coming.
All
But
40 people should have been to share this by now. That's all I'm saying.
facts,
Show us
facts.
some love. You heard me, Papa?
Absolutely, toward the Kings. The fall coming up. We're gonna get into that.
Oh, we
College
most
and high school.
definitely gonna get it to the fall. That's what we here
Yes,
for, ain't
sir.
we?
So yeah, we're gonna get into it and say we're gonna give y'all a chance to go ahead and like, subscribe, share, tag, uh, hit whatever you trying to do. Do it all, man. I want to do it all, man.
I'm
We're 100 and
saying.
some people away from 1,000. Get us there. You dig? If your mama ain't subscribed, tell her subscribe. If your daddy
Culture
ain't subscribed,
conflict trying to hit that thou wow. Yeah, y'all see me chilling in my mansion doing
no,
what I do.
That's Burger House, man. Y'all come
Background
on. The
beautiful.
background.
My nice little sofa right here. You feel over there, whether it's right here.
Yeah,
My nice
yeah.
little sofa. Stop playing.
Man, that's
Bad
big
Jesus
money.
is in the building. I'm doing
Big
this.
money burger, man.
I'm doing this. I'm doing this for all the guys with pool band facts. If you're looking for some clout, listen. I don't do this all the time because it's like it's just me being noble. If you have terrible band facts and you trying to revive your band career for 3 small payments of $600.99, I'm gonna take care of y'all. All y'all gotta do is take one picture with me and y'all in there. Now that's the best I could do for y'all.
Facts, facts.
If your if your band facts ain't solid after that, guaranteed. But all
You one
sales is
picture
final,
away.
no refunds.
You one picture away. That's it. Take one picture
Yes.
and you on a map, man. You on a
Just get
map.
one picture with your boy. I'm telling y'all, we going platinum. We going up. I'm telling you, what's that, Elma, man? We got Elma in this bitch, man.
Young Alma.
Just 3 small payments of $699. Holla at your boy. I got you. Holla at your BOY.
Plus shipping
I
and
got
handling
you.
because you gotta get there. So plus the shipping and handling.
Hey, all jokes to the side, y'all should have been subscribed and done all what y'all needed to do. It's time to get into that shit that we came here to get into. All I'm saying is I'm excited for the fall. The summer was everything it lived up to be. Greatness happened this summer. Gam was the kings of the summer. Give it up to them guys in Georgia. But now we on to the fall. We on.
Facts, man. I'm super excited for the fall. You know why? Because I feel like now this fall is not gonna be about just like two, three, four bands. It's gonna be about, and I'm talking about high school and college. It's gonna be multiple bands that's on the scene. Of course, the Kings. We are who we say we are. We are who you say we are. But it's gonna be more bands on the scene that's gonna be making some noise. You hear me? So I'm talking about in high school and in college. So
I don't want
I'm
to hear
looking
shit
forward
about
to it.
COVID neither. I agree with that. Uh,
Oh yeah. No COVID excuse. I mean COVID is still on the loose, but
I don't want
I
to hear
don't
that
hear
shit.
it. I
I
don't
don't
want
want
to
to
hear
hear
it.
that shit.
I don't want to hear that at all. So there's no excuse. If you give me an excuse this year, don't ever come on our show again.
My point
Yeah.
is, I don't want COVID to be the excuse why you play 40 straight wrong notes. If COVID your excuse, you couldn't practice because of COVID protocol and shit like that. I respect that, but don't put your band out of the street and every note was wrong from the beginning to the end, and your excuse to me was you had COVID. The fuck the horn had COVID?
Miguel, I bet you $1,000 Abe gonna smash Reed. I bet you that much. I bet you that much. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, I'm
I'm
excited.
looking forward to seeing. It's a couple of schools. Even on the middle school realm, I'm looking to hear Alice Hart because man, the last time we saw Alice Hart, the
John
last
Ricky.
time we saw Berman, the last time I saw the Mighty Marching Eagles from the East, Kip East, I think that was. They had some talent on the middle school level, and I'm looking to see them fellas build off that. High school, man, no cap. Everybody might think I'm crazy for this. I just got a funny feeling that like Carver cooking up some shit in that ninth wall.
I'm looking forward to in high school. I'm looking. I think 35 gonna take that next step, and
35 most definitely gonna take that next
they're
step
gonna take that
because
next step, and they're gonna make some noise. Let me see who else gonna take that next step. I think next step bands. I think
St.
let me
O,
see.
we can't never forget about St. O.
Yeah,
They had
I'm
a
not even
bad,
counting
they
them as
had
a
a
next step
bad
because they're
pass
consistent.
fall. They had
Yep.
a bad pass fall, and I don't know. I don't know. Booker T. I don't know, man. I'm Booker T losing a lot of heavy hitters, man. So it's kind of like me looking for. But I think this might be a
A
rebuild year
rebuild.
for Booker T, man. They lost a lot of their heavy hitters, man, this last parade season. I know. You know, you got your top schools. I know Carl gotta go have a good bag. Half that bag coming back. You know, you got
I'm,
Landry, half of their bag coming back. So like them
mhm.
schools like that. That's why I'm saying, like, say far as saying no, I just know tradition and the alumni is saying no. I don't see another year being high it was this past
Right. Right.
Mardi Gras because St. No got too much pride to get their ass beat 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and
They too
I've been
prideful.
seeing the posts in the comments about the summer band that they started already, and it's been like some eyeballs. I got some for y'all ass type shit. So
They
I I'm
said
a
that
I,
they said that last year, so I'm a wait and see approach.
well I'm gonna say that they got it this year. So
So okay,
I'm a
go ahead, give me your top five
preseason rankings.
preseason prediction. You know how NFL do the preseason going into the season rankings.
Yeah,
Give me your
yeah.
top five.
I got to be in order or no?
Just give me five bands you think
All
gonna
right, all right. So
dominate the city.
Carl Carver, Landry, St. All, and 35 gonna be the top bands. Carl Carver, Landry. I'm leaving Abe out there too. Shit. Ooh. 35 and Abe gonna be fighting
I
ah,
think 35 gonna shock a lot of people. I'm gonna just say that much.
yeah, I
You know,
expect them to take a big jump. You know what?
I think. Oh, hold on. Let me ask
I'm
that
gonna take
question. He said, "Do y'all think St. No culture has changed too much throughout the years?" I don't believe. I believe St. Og need to catch up with the times. You can still be St. Og, but you have to get with the times. I think St. Og is relying too much on what it was rather than
mhm.
what it is and fixing what it is now. Because
The thing
these
is,
kids, these
if
kids are different kids.
facts, if St. All continue to try to be St. All, they ain't gonna have a band program, right?
They'll
You can't.
always have a band program. I wouldn't say that much. I just
What I'm
don't want
saying,
them
I'm
to
talking about
focus.
a legitimate band program because you can't do the same things you was doing back in the '80s and the '90s because it's a whole different world. So that's anything. Look, if you look at any good band program, look at Southern University, shit changed, right? You can't continue to do the same thing, be repetitive. So St. Aug ain't doing nothing but catching up with the time, but keeping the same foundation. So
You can be saying no, but your arrangements ain't got to be 12 minutes and 57 seconds.
facts, facts.
Like you just repeated the same point. I don't have no problem with them relying on their legacy, but still getting with today's times. You know, it's kind of like you don't never forget where you come from. Like we all
Right,
from New Orleans, you don't forget that, but it's just kind of like, bro, like I just wish they do something. You could mix them like Dr. Lee did. Dr. Lee gave them a little bit of what they like and a little bit of what he liked, and it worked. But it
right.
seemed like saying no, just saying fuck that. Well, they like to call us public schools anyway.
Yeah. So I think St. Aug is they're changing, but for the good
I
on
think
that.
so
But I
too. I
said
think St. No gonna have a good fall because you can't. I mean, you can't have no worse of a fall than they just had. So, I mean,
right.
parade season than they just had. So it's kind of like it can only go up from here.
So I said Culver, Call Landry, 35, and St. Aug and Abe. So
Listen, I'm
who
not.
who
I'm
would
not
your
jumping
be
off the Culver bandwagon
who would
till
your
somebody
preseason?
give me a reason to put him off the bandwagon. Because low key, Culver been dominating for a while, and I know everybody would like to talk about their music and all that, but let's just keep it real. Culver been holding it down for a little minute now. We gotta respect. We gotta keep it real.
So who your preseason top five for the preseason?
Oh, I'm sticking with them Rams out the nine wall. I gotta go Abe number two. I'll most
Mhm.
definitely give call number three. I cannot. I gotta say this. Landry is always in the any band. Mister Rollins is in front of will always be a band top five. That's just we
Absolutely.
just gotta say that. And honestly, man, I like we sleeping. John Eric, man, what's wrong with us? Like we really forgetting that John Eric is a really good program,
Yeah,
and
I agree. Didn't they get a new band director?
they have the same band director.
Okay. I'm not a big fan of John Eric. I think they've done a great job with the program, but I think they're gonna be getting their ass whooped by these top five that I named. And I gotta I've been ever since I said my top five. I gotta take uh I gotta put Abe in the top five.
Bro,
I
did you
gotta take
not see
somebody
how
off.
35 ended the year? Ended 35 ended the year strong.
That's what I'm saying. That's so I'm tossing. It's like I'm trying to figure out who I'm on. If I had to take anybody out, it'll be St. Aug. Um, and I have St. Aug at a close six. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put Abe
St.
in and take
Aug
St. Aug out.
wasn't six for me. I listen. I love St. Aug. I love their history. They were not the sixth best band in the city. I hate to say that.
Well, we saying who going what is gonna happen this year. We ain't saying past in the past. So what
I
I
mean,
think is
listen.
gonna
You
happen
even
this
though we
upcoming
basing it
year.
off this year, we still have to base it off what we know. And what we know is Carver been having their foot up these niggas' ass for the past couple of years. Now
A
people get mad when I say that.
lot of people have been having their foot up their ass for the last couple of years. So yeah, I'm gonna take the Aug
Hey
out. I'm gonna put Abe in there.
Justin, I fuck with you, but no,
I think Booker T had a lot of bad habits last year,
I don't think
and
so. I thought Booker T was a really
and
well.
I think I
Listen,
think if they
you
can if they can
Booker
clean that
T
up, they can
gave
be a
you that.
real prominent program.
Booker T gave you that shit you was looking for, gang. I'm telling you. Listen, Booker T, and I tell people this story at Bacchus Parade. Everybody acting like they was scared of Carver. Niggas could say what they want. Somebody said Salmon High School, they straight tripping. Booker T
I'm gonna get the right
wanted
band
to
and they'll be
smoke.
straight.
Booker T wanted to smoke. I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. Booker T wanted to
Yeah, you
smoke.
can want the smoke, but if your smoke is not the right kind of smoke, you kind of shooting
Man,
yourself in the foot.
them people got Jerron Williams, aka Bear.
Yeah. Hey, look, that's what I'm saying. They not far away. They right there. If they can clean up some things, to me, is my opinion, they're gonna be up there. They wanted to smoke, but they ain't have no flame.
That
Like
man said
yeah,
they wanted to smoke,
facts,
but they have no flames. I'm
facts.
gonna say this again. Booker T had the best baritones in the city. That's just that. And I don't care who want to argue me with fact. If you want to argue me that, give me some facts behind it. Booker T had the best baritones in the city. And that's just that.
Yeah, I think yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The fact that they're gonna have 6 bands, 7 bands that's gonna be dominant. That's exciting to me because we haven't had like that
That's
many
not
dominant
true.
bands
New
at
Orleans
one
been
time in a
having
minute.
New Orleans been coming back for a while. They had the best, Mike. All baritone sections I heard this year was loud. Everybody had a loud baritone section. Booker T had them. Everybody else Booker T baritones. You felt them. You heard everybody else. You felt them, boys.
They had a lot of good baritone sections last year.
They did, but Booker T was the best in person. If you heard them in person, you'd be like, God
Yeah.
damn.
Mellow lines. What mellow line? Oh, you saying Booker T mellow line gonna be better
They
than
had
last
some big niggas blowing hot sauces grease through them horns.
year?
For real.
Boy, they blowing that hot size, it's gonna be real. Yeah, love Booker T heavy.
You
Hey,
heard
yeah, so
about Booker T baritones, dog. Like it was like a sound that you just be like, damn.
so since we gave our preseason top five, y'all want to put y'all preseason top five in the comment?
Yeah, man.
Throw it
Put
in
your
there.
top 5 preseason high school bands in the comments. Say, Eric, you got your opinion, big bro. They wasn't missing no notes like you think they was. Every
That's what I
school
say.
had
I
a few
agree with
missed
Eric.
notes. They
That's what
wasn't really
I agree
missing
with
no
Eric
notes like
because
you think.
that's what I'm saying. They had some bad habits. People were trying to be Superman. But they had Carl had the same problem with a baritone player. Trying to be Captain Saverhole and say the whole band, but that shit was not good. So I agree with Eric on that. But since stop playing on my school K5 for my girlfriend.
Hey, listen, I am not messing with nothing related to the Kennedy legacy. Because Matt, shout out to our brother Matt, he's sick. And I don't want him to get out his bed and sick and come in here whole and do nothing. But listen, somebody in the comments say Carver, Ed, Kennedy, call MLK. And I gotta respect her mind.
Yeah, I feel you. Kennedy.
Somebody say
Out of
Carver,
respect for
and Carver.
out of respect for my boy Matt, I'm not gonna comment on that Kennedy.
We reserve all rights to comment on the situation at Kennedy High School. So anybody have anything to speak about Kennedy High School? Matt would love to hear it about it in the inbox.
Call, nah. So since we all putting our top fives now, what's your what battle you look forward to the most?
Carver versus anybody. Who's gonna step up to Carver and take the throne? I need I need a definitive W versus Carver.
Well, I'm gonna give it to you. Landry is taking over the fucking city again. You know, we're gonna be again. He's gonna be solidified as the GOAT. He's smashing anything that walk up to him. You dig? Football season gonna be a fucking.
Look.
And guess what? Wait.
Landry band members really didn't respect the grind at Carver. I had a couple of inside sources that said they felt like Carver wasn't ready, and I felt like Carver put their foot up Car ass so bad. Like, man, like it had me wanting to see the Carver versus Landry thing.
Yeah. You know what else I'm gonna look forward to? Field shows. I'm gonna look forward to these bands actually getting out there and putting on a show. I think that's gonna be a good focus for our bands. But Landry is gonna be my preseason prediction for the number one band of the year. Landry gonna be smashing everybody. Because why? Because the GOAT over there.
Carver, bad. Mike, you need somebody send Mike the link because I need to hear Mike reasoning. Can you send Mike the link?
I'm putting the links in the comments, Mike.
I need Mike on here to come explain how
Mike, the link in the comments, Mike.
They must have hit car ass so hard, Mike felt it.
I think Carl, if Carl continues to have that band that sound like Jackson State, they got problems.
Bullshit. Well, if that band sounded like Jackson State, we wouldn't even be sitting here having this conversation.
I'm talking about them J State niggas that be, you know, they got the niggas in the middle, but then they got the niggas on the end that don't know how to do their thing. Carl had a couple of them niggas.
Somebody said what we think about Craig Mont. What up, Donovan? What's popping, bro?
I think Craig Mont is rehearsing their warm up right now, getting ready to come out here. I think it's gonna emphasis is gonna be put on busting Craig Mont ass whenever they come here and whenever they want to come here. Like I think Deontay has gotten a little comfortable, and I think it's time. It's time to make sure we put him in his place and make him understand and recognize
I don't believe he's got comfortable. I believe
what the
Craig
city
Mine. Listen,
is.
Craig Mine is a beast. They're a beast, but they belong. They can compete. It's on the city to remind them why they the best, why we are the Mecca. It's
Right,
on us.
right.
So
Yeah,
that's all.
that exactly. Exactly. Craig, yeah, of course Craig might got a nice program. Deontay is a outstanding band director. But I think it's time for us
You
to put
got
him in his
these
place.
niggas on my head with that. Who the fuck are you? Niggas still be talking about that moment.
Yeah.
Let's not
Livingston?
forget Livingston is around. Say, listen, I got my tier 2 list. I don't want nobody to get mad at me, but I have my tier 1 bands and I got my tier 2 bands.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Liv,
Exactly.
MLK, and
Eric,
all them other, huh?
Eric is a tier 2 band.
That's hard for me to say,
Eric
bro.
is a tier 2 band.
Eric is
Uh,
not a tier 2 band. I'm sorry to say that.
hey, up to that's up to you. I think Eric is a tier 2 band. Easton is a tier 2.
I don't believe it's a tier 2 band.
Easton almost
Easton is
borderline touching
Easton is
3.
tier borderline tier 3. That's that.
Yeah, exactly. They borderline tier 3. Uh, let's see who else.
Eric French is still the band director at Culver. He just works at Texas Southern also for the fall. He did the same thing last year, and Culver was putting their foot up everybody ass.
McMahon is a tier 10 band, and
Eric is a tier 1 band.
I don't
What
think
about
Eric
the school
is
in Dallas? Skyline is a dog. Like, listen, Skyline a beast. Like, we just going for that.
let's not forget our boy Iron. He over there at what's the name of the school?
Iron, shout out to Iron, man. He's got the job at Dallas Carter High School. One of our owns is in Texas, making shit pop. So shout out to my brother Iron. But Skyline in Dallas, I think Skyline, I'm about to say something that's very controversial, and niggas might get mad. I think Skyline might have the best high school band I've heard in a while.
The best high school band I've ever heard in my life.
Well, Skyline got the woodwinds to compete. Like, dude, the woodwinds bring so much color into their band. You can't
Southwest DeKalb got the best sounding high school band I've ever heard.
When the last time you heard Southwest DeKalb?
I'm talking about back. That's when I was in high school. So I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about ever that I ever heard. Southwest DeKalb was the best.
Detroit Oak Park had a good run too. They were really good. That's another band. Oak Park from Detroit.
I got a coworker that went to minor.
Y'all gotta hear Skyline. I think that we so stuck in our city that we kind of like think band don't function nowhere else, bro. But I've heard freaking Skyline before, and them dudes had me blown away, bro.
Yeah. Hey, look, if you think I'm lying, you can go look at the video of Walker in Southwest DeKalb band room, and them people was playing I Call Your Name, and look at Wilbert Rawlins' mouth drop like wide open. You heard me? Like, all of us, look, we didn't know what the fuck they was doing. Like, them people was, man, look, them people sounded amazing. You know, and we couldn't say that shit because we were proud. We just blew on their ass, but them fucking, man, them people sounded amazing, bro. So that's the best high school band I've heard.
I always rep the home team, but I've been seeing bands everywhere that I just kind of like be like, man, these boys are good. You know what I'm saying? They had a band in Texas. It might have been the best band I saw on the field. I want to say it's Memorial High School. I went to a battle of bands at Memorial. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Somebody on here could correct me if I'm wrong. But Memorial High School, I saw them on the field and it blew my mind how good that band was on the field.
Are you talking about like how they sounded or how
they sounded and how they looked on the field? It's a band, Memorial. All I know is it's Memorial. Man, on the field, we don't have a band down here that can do nothing with them people. Probably say no if they have the practice time and shit like that. But yeah, that was crazy.
So that is true, Scofic.
Say, Ricky, what is that video you put in the comments? But I'm telling y'all, Memorial High School on the field, man, them people did some shit. They had a battle of bands at Memorial Stadium, I think it is in Baton Rouge. And they came down. It was Cost, St. Dallas Carter, Bel Air, Scotlandville. Man, bruh.
Oh, that's he put the video from the Southwest Cab.
I saw that already. I saw that a million times. I thought he was putting, but if anybody ever had a chance to see Memorial, them boys was nice, like real nice.
Yeah,
them boys was dogs, bro.
Yeah, man. I've been humbled before when it comes to like just sound. You know, we was a good ass band. Like we took probably a little bit more than half our band to Atlanta that time, and we was a shit. Like they even respected us. You did, but from as a musician, you know, listening to that shit, it was something that we've never like experienced before. You know, a band being able to just sit there and play full and you know, hear all those woodwinds and like it was just good. But
ain't nobody band never humble me. Fuck your mom. I'm still gonna talk shit.
Hey, look, you can say what you want. It is what it is because we know what we were.
Somebody said Darrell was never in no Pooh bands.
Facts. I've never been in a Pooh band, like ever. But I know a good band when I see one, so I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a stack.
I ain't gonna cap. I always like hear old school like Katrina Cats like rep off band, and I know them niggas was dogs back then. But I really had wanted to see them go up against some of the best bands from back then from other places. Like when you look at it today, I feel like bands today kind of pushing the ball as far as competition. Like they battling bands from Tennessee, Atlanta. They coming all down here. And back then, they had really good bands that came down here, and it was just like this respect thing for bands from, we didn't blow at them. I don't believe that bands like Smiley and Southwest DeKalb and different areas couldn't come down here and get at bands from before Katrina. Not saying the bands from Katrina was sad or would have lost. I just wish it was more bands from out of town that came down here and got active like they are today. Like bands from out of town today, they come down here, whether they get punched in the face or whatever, they get active in New Orleans.
Right. First off, it's good exposure for the kids, and then it's good some money for your program. So yeah, shut up, Burger.
The real nigga said if Southern lose a fifth quarter, you gotta cut your hair, deal.
Man, look like I'm growing my fucking hair because we know we ain't losing no fifth. You know, we're gonna bust Florida Memorial as the first game, and then we're gonna go to LSU Stadium and we're gonna bust their ass too. Because we ain't taking no fucking prisoners. And they bet not play neck. Because we're gonna cut that shit off and we're gonna start our own shit. That's how Southern coming this year. That's how we coming.
If Southern actually lose a fifth, would you actually admit it on live?
Nah, man, I'm not.
You see what I'm saying, bro? You can't trust them juke niggas, dog. They don't admit nothing.
We don't take L's, man. We don't take L's.
Jukes don't lose.
I'm gonna be
they
real.
Just had a bad day.
Exactly. But I'll be if Southern lose a fifth quarter this year, I'll keep it a stack.
Real talk, the football score, I'm already knowing the football score gonna be like 72-0 at the end of the first quarter, so I'm not even worrying about the football game.
Nah, I'm not going to say that because when we went to Georgia, it was a very competitive game.
72-0 at the end of the first quarter. I promise you.
It was a competitive game when we played Georgia, but so it ain't gonna be like that. We're gonna definitely put up some points.
What's up, little Mike? We got a guest on here tonight.
Miles, they sure didn't.
We got my little brother Mike on here. Mike, what's poppin', Mike? Bro?
Just chilling, getting ready for the fall. Well, if y'all want
Darrell to cut his hair, Jackson State trombone. Stop playing with my dog.
Trying to let Darrell know he about to cut his hair real soon. But
you funny, son.
I got a lot of things to push back on what Darrell be saying because Darrell do not know no good band. For him to say Eric is not a top 5 band, for him to say Eric not a top band, of them people doing over there. They might not be your cup of tea, or they might not that might not tickle your fancy. But them people have a solid band program. Like
Yes.
I seen them people battle 3-5 for all they got, and didn't and played all the music they had and did not sound bad. Like them people was at Bacchus playing. I was out there with Burger. I see everybody was just acting scared, wouldn't move and stuff like that. Nah, not them.
But Mike, I get you, bro. I like what Eric is doing over there. But like to say that they are a tier 1 band, you know what the tier 1 band Carver?
Name 5 bands better than
Randy,
John Eric. Name 5 bands right now. I bet you can't do it.
Carver,
I bet you $20 you can't do it.
Abe,
Carver,
Landry,
Landry.
Carver,
What
Abe,
else?
Landry.
You cannot
Booker T.
name 5 bands.
35. 35 might.
35
might
is not
be
better than that.
And,
They battled 35 and they won.
That's true. You can't name 5. I can only name 3.
You can't name 5.
So what I got? Landry, Carver.
I got Carver,
and Carr.
3.
Yeah, Carver, Abe, Landry, Carr, and
That's it.
That's it.
That's
it. That's top 5. Those people was top 5. Like, I don't have no egg and I don't have no dog in that fight. I mean, they just was really good. Like, you can't deny that from people. So
that's facts. Talk your shit, being here.
Yeah, look, Mike, I'm not denouncing the people. Like they are definitely a band on the come up, and they're doing some great things. But I'm not putting them in that conversation because they're not gonna be better than
you just said that you can't name 5 bands better than them, but they can't be in a conversation.
But what I'm saying is they're not gonna be better than 35 this year. They're not gonna be
How
better
do you
than
know that? We can only go off of what we had on this parade season. And for this parade season,
right now
3-5 wasn't bad. They're a band on the come up.
We're talking about coming up. The way 35 ended the year last year.
I don't see how St. Aug is number 1 on anybody's list, whether it's in order or not. If St. Aug made your top 5 list, I'm going ahead and need you to turn in your band credentials.
35 gonna be better, a whole lot better than them. You gotta think, bro. Them people they not losing nobody, bro. They ain't losing nobody. They just adding.
I'm really good friends with Damien.
What's going on, Bird?
35 gonna be straight. I'm just tell y'all that
much. I root for 35. If you seen my list, I had 35 and 6th in the city. If you seen my list when I first got in here, there's nothing wrong with that.
Mike, what number was 35 last year? What number would you put them? Top 10?
I put them at 6, 7. I think they had an overall. I don't think they had more music than Booker T, and I don't think they was more aggressive. But I think they had a better overall sound than them walking up the street. So I have them at 6.
So if there was 6 last year, and they adding people, and they're gonna be more. They're gonna have
other
a better
bands
band.
Are doing that too.
What do you think? What do you think they're gonna? But no, because every other band is losing people. 35 didn't have a senior class.
And listen, 35 had no seniors in the band.
But how do you know? How do you know Eric numbers? We're going off what we seen from Eric and knowing that they were, the white.
Well, we know Eric seniors. They posted Eric.
But those people are really good musicians. They're gonna have a good quality, and you can never discount a good quality. You can't say that
I agree with that point. But Mike, what I'm saying is 35 did not have a senior class. So the whole band is coming back, plus they add another freshman class.
Listen, you're doing something.
So if they
you get into something I won't get into. It's like a Tom Brady versus another Greek. I'm not going to diminish somebody.
Tom Brady would never argue with Matt Schaub. Remember that.
I'm not going to diminish. Listen, I'm not going to diminish somebody else's, come up for somebody else. It's like they're great. And I feel like all the bands that I said are going to be great this year. So for the list for parade season is going to be my list for this fall until I see something different.
Okay,
I'm not going to diminish somebody else. I'm not going to diminish. I would love for 35 to take the big leap because I think 35 is doing great. I got full faith in the band staff. I know them people over there are knowledgeable. They're going to teach them kids. It's nothing against them. I'm just telling you from the last thing I saw is the only thing that I can project. It's not
Mike,
like it's not like
you were saying.
I think
preseason predictions do.
John Eric been having a good band maybe the last 2-3 years. Kenneth
yes,
John Eric in a great situation. So
absolutely,
all the band director had to do was come in and not be a poo nigga, which we know he's not a poo nigga because the band is still thriving.
Right.
But you know, but what I'm saying, this really goes to show people who not from New Orleans how great our bands are here that we get to have this conversation. That's really the bigger overall thing.
I will say this: when you go other places, they be having maybe 3 good bands in the whole fucking city. You know what I'm saying?
We arguing over 6 and 7.
But the 14 seniors is not something to sneeze at. 14
seniors is not a lot when John Eric had about 60, 70 kids.
We picking over.
They didn't have 60, 70
apples
kids,
and oranges, y'all.
John Eric maybe had 60, 70 kids in the band.
Okay, 14 of them was your leaders.
And listen, and when you watch them, almost all of them was playing. They was playing. They they building over there. I just don't want to push them down. I don't want to. I'm not gonna be the one to doubt him, so they can prove me wrong. No. I'm not doing it.
Don't like Cross the River. He got beef with Cross the River.
Nigga, I put Call on my list. So shit. I'm just saying this, man. I think that's just showing you how much of a jump I think 35 is gonna take. That's it.
I hope they do. Yeah. I hope they do. I think Abe have the potential to be the #1 band in the city for this year.
They do.
And you want to know why? Based on one instrument, they trombones. This is not me being a trombone.
Abe had the best. I've been saying it. I said it all last parade season. Abe had the best.
If they can retain those trombones and get them to lock in with each other and teach camaraderie within that section, ain't nobody gonna touch them. Nobody gonna touch them. Abe have the potential.
And they got a great band director. They got a great band director that's teaching.
It's just
he's ignorant as hell, but he a good guy.
Yeah.
What is his name? That ignorant guy, Abe, but he a good guy.
His name Pooh Man.
The Van Buren, man. That dude.
Mr. Van Buren. Ed trombones was dumb loud. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Everybody used to be saying Cole. You could tell Cole had a lot of young trombones.
Abe had the best trombones in the city last year.
Cole had a lot of trombones, but they were young, and you could tell.
You said the biggest band in New Orleans is Cole.
Yeah,
Cole's the biggest band in New Orleans.
Well, this is another thing I had to say. I was there for the Carr versus Carver. Carver won, I would say that, but they didn't get Carr didn't get bashed in the head. They had a baritone player missing a few notes, and that was it. He wasn't actually missing notes. He was adding notes. Let's say that. So
he was missing
he was playing the note. It's just the note was not on the paper.
The note was wrong, Mike.
Vincent,
it was wrong.
But he added about at least 90 to 110, I guess.
Mike, how many mistakes do you remember Carver making?
Not many. None. Yeah.
And how many? Listen, Carver. I'm gonna say Carver worst mistake versus Carr least mistake. I still took Carver.
I didn't say they lost. I'm just saying this whole idea of them getting bashed over the head is not what happened.
Bashed over the head, brother. Listen, when you getting bashed, let me tell you when you know you losing. When you fighting southpaw, you getting your ass whooped southpaw.
So and you switch to orthodox.
You switch your orthodox. Listen, you getting beat your ass so bad, you gotta switch your style. Yeah, you losing, bro. You thought, nigga, in your mind, them licks was hurting so bad, you thought, maybe if I switch up my stance, shit'll get better. Let's get like them. Let's fight how they fighting. And that still didn't work.
Hey, what do any of y'all know, what Carver lost? If Carver lost a lot of people?
Carver band looked pretty young too, but that's just from the looks of it.
Carver whole trumpet section is coming back except one person. And I'm pretty sure they're going to add on to that. The section leader is the only person that's gone. They're going to add on to that. They lost a tuba player, 2 baritone players. Carver going to be all right. Trust me. I have all the faith in the world in them. They're going to be all right.
We did not say anything about the beautiful John Fitzgerald Kennedy. We didn't say nothing about the great drum section. Somebody put. Hold on, Mike. Somebody has put Kennedy in the top 5 for this year, and we agreed. We was totally 100% behind them, and we're gonna refrain from any of that beautiful Kennedy nestled right.
Whoever put Kennedy in their top 5, I would love for you to inbox me somebody's number who you deal with, because I'm gonna go ahead and need to start copying from your OG. They
have great potential. I think where they come. I I don't want to say this.
Don't say that, bro.
Kennedy just
look, Carver didn't lose any trumpet players. I misspoke. So if Carver bringing that whole trumpet section back, and they were already like one of the best trumpet sections in the city, arguably the best.
I think Kennedy need another voice. I don't want to say a new voice because I don't want to implement that nobody needs to lose their job, but they need another voice. I think they need another voice, and they just need a voice to get the kids to buy in over there. I don't feel like the kids at Kennedy are interested in being in the band. Yeah, they just need another voice. I don't want to say a new voice.
I'm trying to refrain from all
What's
of the
crazy?
Kennedy,
listen, Kennedy didn't sound bad at that Battle of the Bands in Berman. Like, I don't think people really like Kennedy didn't sound bad. They really didn't sound bad. What tier is Kennedy in?
Kennedy is in
the tier with Livingston. The tier with Livingston.
Kennedy is elite. They're in the tier 0, so they don't even get like they're elite.
They have their own tier. It's no comparing when you're great.
So I'm not gonna even comment on that one.
But you know what?
Fucking lie. Kennedy is in the tier 4.
So that'll wake some eyes up. Kennedy is in the same tier as St. Aug. That'll wake some people up.
How dare you disrespect St. Aug's greatness like that?
How about that one?
Mike.
I'm just saying.
Mike.
I'm just saying. St. Aug was. Listen, y'all have to realize when I joined band, I was never a band head growing up, right? So I was John McMahon band, and I would, listen to other bands, and I would slowly become a band head, and St. Aug slowly became my favorite band, just hearing them march up the street. Seeing that band this year hurt my feelings. Ooh. And I'm young. I didn't even get to see them, before like 2011, so that hurt my feelings. So if that hurt my feelings, they got to do better.
The same tier as Easton?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Easton is in the same category as Sophie B. Wright.
Easton is terrible. Yeah. Oh. Easton is terrible. I'll say it. Easton is terrible. Sophie B. Wright is terrible.
Kennedy.
They need new voices.
I love the.
I say that.
You think just getting a new voice will erase the nonsense?
Yes, I do, because guess what? They never had 10 people in the band. Oh. People are coming. People are coming to be in a part of the band. They need they just need direction.
So you say they need to get Obama to be their band director. They just need a good voice,
yes, they
right?
can. Yes,
they Obama can. Would resurrect the band program at Sophie B. Wright, right?
Yes, they can. Yes, he can.
But they need somebody with a good voice. Maybe Morgan Freeman should be their band director.
You will have to get Dr. Isaac Briggs over there to get that band back.
You know what I'm saying? When an NBA or NFL team is borderline playoffs, then they get a
new boy Eric said it should be Sophie
and then
B.
next
Kennedy.
thing they go to the Super Bowl. It's like they need a new voice.
Sophie B. Kennedy. Oh my God.
I don't think that. Listen, all jokes to the side. I don't think that Easton really have a bad band like we.
No, they do. They sound like Sophie B. Wright. They do. They sound terrible. I'm not like you Burger. I wouldn't come on here and just pull on nobody, man, because I want to encourage all kids. Right. I would love for Eastern kids to come to Jackson State one day. Whenever they ready for
it. Let them go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We go to school to teach. We don't go to school just to play horns. Okay. We like to teach in our band room.
But I work with somebody who went to Jackson State, and she tells me everything. So it ain't all what you say it is.
So you saying if Morgan Freeman gonna take the band director job over at Easton, they will be better than what they have now?
Yeah, because they're gonna lean on them.
Boy, that's so disrespectful. Oh my God, Sophie B. Kennedy is the word of the
new voice. That's all it is. They just need a new voice.
To all the pool bands out here, if y'all get a new voice in front of the band, they will be good.
No, not all of them. I didn't say that. I just said some schools don't have kids to buy in, period. That's what I think the problem is at like Kennedy. Like they need kids to join the band first. That's the first thing that they need. Like they need people in the band. They need people to fill the seats. But you see at places like Easton, where your parent is going to send you to school just to join that band. We talk about St. Aug? Like they have a legacy where your parent is going to send you to school just to join the band. They just need somebody to help. Like, listen.
I believe that, listen.
This is what I've watched Easton trombone players come down the street when the chord when people supposed to be playing a B flat and nobody in first position. I promise. I seen the music. It's just they just need somebody there to like. This is what goes on. This is what needs to be happening. I didn't say anything bad about Kennedy.
Mike, you did. Mike don't even realize you just shitted on Kennedy.
You literally just shitted on Kennedy.
I never said anything bad about Kennedy. All I said is I think they just need more people. That's all.
They need a new voice,
need more kids
Mike.
to buy in.
I
said they need another voice. I never said Kennedy needs a new voice. I said they need another voice.
Jackson had drum majors from Easton. We sure did. That was from good Easton though. Those Easton bands was good.
Nigga just said drum majors. Listen, don't make me poop on drum majors, bro. Don't nobody give a listen. Fuck. Shout out to my niggas who was drum majors at 7.
Wait. Somebody trying to pull on me because I went to McMain. 9 times out of 10, the McMain that I went to was Smash Your Band.
But wait, so what's your band is the McMain today?
Tier -1. They're terrible. I'm not gonna like. I'm not here to just lie and joke.
Well, what you gonna do about that?
You know, some people just need help. If I had enough time in the day to go help McMain, I sure would.
Okay.
Don't come for McMain.
I went to my brother's school. Say, Mike, you ain't gonna say it. Stop no disrespect for McMain.
I have a diploma from McMain. Matter of fact, the mother clock is sitting about 10 steps away. They suck. There's nothing wrong with saying they suck. That means if they suck, the only thing they can do is get better.
What school would you want to be honest about, Matt? Since you want to, you can't really come on right now, but I can speak for you.
I want to be honest about all these fake ass band critic niggas. That's what I want to be honest about. I hate you niggas. They give anybody a voice in this world. Y'all niggas be dick riding to keep niggas off your ass. Y'all want to kiss everybody. I ain't kissing none of you niggas ass straight like that.
If you say PMM04, right, and you went to the K, was the K good? But I don't know. I'm asking the question.
And 04?
Was Kennedy good?
Eric, the link in the comments, Eric.
03. Were they good?
Kennedy was just get on YouTube and type in Jordan Kennedy.
Okay, that's all I want. That's all I wanted to know. Easton is not where I want them to be, but they ain't no damn Sophie B. Right. Listen,
no, they're not a Sophie B.
Not,
Right.
but they're in the same tier.
That's bullshit. I told you that's bullshit. Listen. Easton do some Jesuit type shit, but they not doo-doo. They're not Sophie B. Right.
But what is Sophie B. Right then?
It's Sophie B. Wrong notes. They haven't been right since 2010. So I have never called them Sophie B. Right. They've always been Sophie B. Wrong notes.
Okay, when we talk about tiers, I think who would they battle and have a chance against, right?
Easton,
right?
A couple
Easton,
schools.
who would they battle and have a chance against? Kennedy? Maybe?
Kennedy?
Saying no,
I didn't say that. Darrell said it, Matt. Darrell said that. I didn't say that.
Oh my God.
I'm laughing.
So who all in the rebuilding tier band? Since we
Reed is in that category.
All in the rebuilding tier.
Reed is in that category. They can probably battle Reed, man.
Reed ended the year strong. Don't sleep. Reed
ended the year strong. They're gonna get a dub against Reed.
You say Reed?
Yeah, they're gonna get a dub against Reed. Matt, bro, that was a mistake, bro. I didn't mean to say that, bro. I didn't mean to say that. What's that, Eric?
Good evening, fellas. How are y'all, fellas? Everything okay? Everything okay, fellas?
What's going on, big man?
Hey, nothing. I just love this time of year where we can talk about band before it happens. Just enjoying the time, But Darrell, my deal is still on the table. If Southern loses,
all right. So look, if we don't lose a fifth,
you name it.
You cut your beard, like mustache, everything.
Bro, you gonna look like a naked mole rat. Don't do it.
The whole thing.
Bitch, I'm gonna look like a fat pedophile, bitch.
Somebody say, "Oh Lord, that go old lying ass Eric."
Say, man, bro, look. I love the fact. I hope you feel better. First of all, brother, I hope you feel better. Whatever is going on, I hope you bounce back 100 and you back next week. Right. But bro, I'm not lying, bro. Like Kennedy wasted the marching, the kids coming back. They wasted that, brother. Like y'all should have. Waited.
Let me ask the question because I made a point. Do you think another voice would have helped that going on?
I think a Kennedy alum needs to handle Kennedy.
I think a Kennedy. I really do. All right, let me ask you this question: what Kennedy alum you think can go over there and change what's going on over there?
I think Lowe, or I think Ruff will be good examples to bring back the Kennedy way.
But these children today don't know him, so it's like we gotta go. I understand Lowe, Ruff, but these children today, they don't know them.
The only Kennedy alum who
does a lot of people know? So like a lot of kids didn't know Hamp. Like Lil Rock didn't know Hamp. Big Rock knew Hamp. But it's not really about really kind of what you know is like who can bring that.
You kind of compare apples to oranges though. Hamp laid the foundation. So no matter who was the band director after Hamp laid that foundation, it didn't matter because the principles were still Hamp principles and foundation.
And all Kennedy principles are gone. Why not bring somebody back who knew those Kennedy principles? Because Kennedy is stuck in these fucking 90s and early 2000s. It fucking kills me that they are stuck there. It's not them anymore.
So wait, if you feel like that about them, how you feel about the past 2 years St. Aug?
Everybody has said that they has been shits. Like ever since they fired the band director and hired the old drum major, the old drum major need to go. I mean, I'm sorry, he had a great concert band. I mean, concert band, yes.
Whose drum major need to go? Hold on, what old drum major? Who got hired?
He's saying Ray
the band director that just got.
Yeah, he's saying Ray was.
I have no problem with Ray having a job.
Ray not doing it. Son. Ray is not doing it.
That's Kennedy Bender is a Kennedy alum.
Oh well,
he shits.
I ain't listen. That's not true. That's not true. It's unfair to say Key shits. That's unfair. Let's just say that. That's really unfair. We don't listen. I think that we so hard on Kennedy. I just think people need to allow him to be able to do what he needs to do.
How many years he been there? How many years he been there?
Wait, Darrell, I'm going there. Let me ask this question. How long? I don't know. I'm just please don't give me. How long has he been a band director?
Since before Katrina.
Okay, what good band did he? I don't know. I'm just asking. What good band did he have?
When he was on staff with Lowe at Kennedy.
What good band did he have?
I mean, his band at Kennedy, a couple of, they were decent. They had some decent runs.
I'm just asking.
This Kennedy?
Yeah, they had some decent runs.
What they did? They was running to the bus stop to catch the bus?
No.
That's the only run I knew that they had.
Listen.
All they've been doing is people in the stands. That's it.
And walking off the field doing halftime and shit.
What they need over at Kennedy is dedicated band members.
Man, all these band directors dealing with undedicated children.
Listen. If you get leaders in you don't need the whole band to be dedicated. You just need leaders to get on their peers. If your leaders can get on their peers,
it starts with the band director.
Look, bro, it's the same.
Got to be a leader.
Bro, listen, it's not that simple, dog. You got to understand, like, kids need some of the blame too.
Yeah, they
do. We can blame the band director all day. We can do that all day.
I'm telling you that they don't have anybody there to get the kids in the seats. I didn't say he needs to lose his job. I just said they need another voice. So if
I think what they need is dedication from the kid. Listen, the kids got to lock in. They barely come. I can guarantee you all bands having the same problem. Kids barely come to practice. Let's keep it a buck. This is not just going on at Kennedy. This is going on at every school in the city. Kids barely want to come to practice. Their mamas got them watching their little brothers, so they got to go home after school. Wait, Mike. Hold on, Mike. I'm the first one to get on this show and dog a shitty band director. But it's a lot of shit that I know from being on the inside of certain programs that it's shit really out these band directors' hand that they can't even control, bro.
Burger, there's multiple other band directors that's dealing with the same thing, but got asses in the seats that sound decent. You did.
You gotta realize
it's up to the band director to gain that buy-in from these students and make them want to sit there.
Listen, bro, when you got principals, some of this shit be on the principals in these high schools. Because guess what? These principals expect these band directors to work miracles. They have
that's another excuse I don't want to hear this shit.
That's not true,
because
bro.
Everybody got principals that
it's not, with. Bro. Listen, if a principal come to you, school just started, and they say, "I need a band." You better put a band out. Guess what? You done pissed your principal off.
I 110% agree with you, but let me ask you this question. If Darren Rodgers, for real, if Darren Rodgers was on staff with words are the same. Just
Darren Rodgers, what?
If Darren Rodgers was on staff with Kennedy, I'm not saying taking the job, but just on staff, would the band be better, worse, or the same? Same kids, same staff. Just
let me say this: you put Darren, who's been grinding for St. O, fitted to work at St. O. I think it may not work, not because Darren is not good. It's the fact that Darren has been molded to go to a whole different program.
Yeah,
so I think a younger voice with good. I think a younger voice with a good mindset going there will tremendously help the kids because they got somebody that can talk the same talk that they do. We cannot kids are different. You just said that they're not going to be as dedicated as they are.
But it ain't about the youngest either. Because look at. Man, Landry whole staff is over 70 years old. That's a joke. But they still gaining that buy-in from their students. You know what I mean? Because it's about how you present it and how you gain that. You make the students.
Said, bro, Wilbur Rawlins holds a different standard to his kids.
Though, yeah, like his kids, bro.
Will holds a different standard.
Eric, shut up. You want to read. Your band ain't shit. You on here talking all of this shit. But I was waiting for you to say one fucking thing. You want to read. You don't know shit about band. You on here critiquing band. Critique your own funk ass school. Do that. You have to wear your school. Do that.
How are you feeling, man?
I'm not well. I feel terrible. I feel like shit. I'm sweaty. My whole back wet. I don't give a fuck. Critique your own fucking school. I feel like shit. I'm about to pass out any minute. Ain't no fucking way. I was laying about to die.
Hey, well, Matt, since you own, I agree. What do you think? Well, since you own it and Kennedy is your school, the great nestled John F. Kennedy.
All I want to talk about is Reed and funk ass McMahon. The nerve of you, Mike. Don't say nothing about my school. Say the shit about your school with the same fervor you was talking. Oh, you ain't saying shit. I didn't like the way you said it. How you said it about? No, sit down. Y'all got me out my sick bed with this shit. I'm for real, dog. Like I really don't feel good. I'm laying there sweating. I got a fever. I feel cold and hot. Ain't no fucking I do.
Kennedy better than McMahon, man.
I don't give a fuck. McMahon ain't shit. I don't mean nothing to me. McMahon ain't about shit. And Reed is worse, Eric. Reed worse. You know that.
Said, bro, I'm not debating you about that. Reed okay. Is not.
Well, don't say nothing about ready. Yeah, but your chest get mighty chesty when you talking about like your school shit. Your school ain't shit, and y'all just got a band to drag down the street.
Y'all dragging right behind us. Shit.
Oh, y'all ain't about shit.
Listen, Matt, bro, you need some Theraflu, son?
Go lay down.
Yup, I do. No, that shit. Theraflu do not work if you're really sick. Let me say that. If you got some real shit going on, that shit don't work. That shit. That's just one more thing to make you throw up. Don't get that. That's a waste of your money. If you got a real sickness, don't get no sinus medicine. That's a waste of your money.
Kennedy better than Kennedy better than Easton.
Stop comparing us to all of these. Boy, what you said, Burger?
I'm saying no, so we could answer E. Scales. He just came on, man. I'm not going to Kennedy, please. You said you going crazy.
You said no what?
Matt just ready to go at everybody. God
damn. Don't say nothing about. I'm on the real. Like I really.
Matt, I want you to go get well, my brother.
I mean this. I really mean this.
We can't have nobody die on crucial conflict.
Please,
go get well.
Don't nobody say nothing about my school. Like I mean that.
Kennedy got the best band in the city.
That's good. That's what's up.
Shit. I don't give
a fuck. I'm lying, but they got that
telling that
band over there.
Boy, yo fucking. Let me tell you something, Eric. You got a hell of a nerve, my nigga. What years you went to read anyway?
I was there 2000 to 2000 what?
And was you one of the ones that didn't graduate that ended up in college?
No, I have a diploma.
Fake, you don't have the real diploma. None of y'all from Reed. Oh, no, that shit ain't real.
I can go get it right now.
That shit ain't real. I bet it can't get wet because the ink gonna fall off. That ain't it ain't got the real state of Louisiana seal on it. That shit ain't got Katrina. Yeah, it didn't. Real state of Louisiana.
It got wet in Katrina. It
ain't got the real seal on it. You ain't graduated. None of y'all from Reed graduated. Y'all got a hookup from I don't want to say who. Oh, you know that a lot of your little partners.
Tamil Aker was my first band director. Tamil was my first band director.
No. Look, check this out. No.
Tamil and Sam and me.
They said you high off NyQuil and CMOS.
Who says that? Gregory, you better be glad I. Say Gregory, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I hope Landry fell on a level.
Got to say.
Niggas, I hope Landry fell.
I hope Landry fell on levels we never saw a band fail. I hope Landry this year is a combined force of all of them shitty bands that was in the UNO Lakefront Arena in 04. That's what I hope Landry is this year.
Probably one of the best bands.
Shut up, Burger. You're so proud of that one performance. Burger, you're so fucking proud of that one ass performance.
What you talking about? Clark, Easton, Carver was the best three bands that whole day, and I'm standing on it.
They're gonna be LB Kennedy, Matt.
I'm sorry, brother Scales. What you say?
Nah. Oh yeah. Nah, what's happening, fellas?
What's up, Richard?
I wanted to say, when y'all was talking about why some of these bands don't do what they do, and I don't really believe that it has to be somebody young or something like that. And that can matter. I don't think that's what it is. I think you got to have somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. First of all, a lot of people think they can just be band directors. I hear y'all talk a lot of shit. I hear not just y'all, but just people talk a lot of shit, and then they can just do this shit. That shit, and Johnny kind of says it a lot too. Speak up for that. This shit is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Especially in today's world. A lot of these dudes who probably don't have the best band, they work fucking very hard at what they do. They work very hard.
But Scales, let me ask you this:
if
the band been subpar, like terrible for 5 years straight, do you think it's time for a change or what?
It can be, because sometimes it's just like even with a coach. You might be the great coach, but sometimes they just need a different voice, and that can happen. I agree with that. But at the same time, you don't know some of the shit that people go through. I think I'm a fucking great band director, but I know some of the shit I have been through, and I have to deal with, especially on the level I'm in. Well, I ain't gonna say that, but it's just a lot of people go through. A lot of people go through, and don't get me wrong, it is some band directors that ain't doing shit. I agree. I'm not gonna exclude it. Let's just be real about it. It is some people that just ain't doing shit. That they ain't either they ain't doing it, or if they are trying to do it, and trust me, I agree. I'm not no names, but it is. It's just like
Eric.
every other job.
Excuse me, brother. Eric, we don't use drugs on this show, brother. We don't come on the show with that kind of shit. Don't come on it with that Reed shit. Using drugs, please, brother. Like that's rude, bro. Like stop. We got children watching this shit. For real. Going on with the fucking drug. Stop. That ain't no fuck. What you vaping? Druggy. Fucking druggy.
Matt.
Fuck, bro. I hate Reed. I hate Reed.
Matt. You really look like you hiding behind some foreskin right now. Leave me alone, man. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, man. You sick. I will see you next week, man. Leave me alone, brother.
Eric, I'm gonna wait for Brother Scales to stop, but it's a lot of bad stuff about to be said. I don't want to be rude. You go, brother Scales, but we about to get it cracking.
Brother, go ahead, Fred.
Just finished saying. I mean, there's a lot of cats who probably ain't doing a lot of things, but it's some cats who out there working hard. And then Johnny, I was watching one of Johnny lives. I don't know if it was one of the recent ones or one of the old ones, but he was talking about all the shit that you have to do in today's world of being a band director, especially in New Orleans. See, you know, I'm out here in Texas now, and I mean in Texas, I know they now you gotta have your shit together. You gotta have the credentials. You gotta have all your shit together to be a band director in Texas because they're gonna require a lot of shit from you, and that's fine because they paying you too. So you know what I'm saying. But when you're in a place like Louisiana, especially in New Orleans, it's a lot of shit that you have to do that you don't learn in school. You know, that's one. Like I'm about to revamp this damn department at Wiley. I'm like, one of my classes I'm gonna do, if I don't do it as a class, but it's gonna be a seminar, is administration of band, because it's a lot of shit that you have to do and that they don't teach you, that you don't learn in school.
You teaching Wiley?
Yeah, I'm the department chair of music, and I'm starting the band at Wiley.
So you in DFW?
I'm not in DFW. I mean, I'm in Marsh. I'm not, I'm 2 hours away though.
Man, you're not even that far, man. That's what's up. Yeah. Let me know when y'all got something going on. I'll come through.
Matt, you sick, bro? Because he told us this already.
Yeah. I'm gonna reach out to you.
Don't, Darrell, please stop.
He told us this already,
Eric.
bro.
You know what, Eric? I'm not gonna lie to you, Eric. You look like, honestly,
Scales is
you
somebody
Eric,
that, and he fired with the arrangements too. I think people sleep on his arrangements too, because like he done put some shit on the internet where I was like, damn, he wrote that. That shit cool, but
even Robin's scoring on me.
That's what I was laughing at.
I got some 35 jokes. I hold them because I love Robin and she do so much for us. But
hey, E Scales, when you come down, man, we gotta link up, bro. Real talk.
I'm gonna be down there. I'm gonna actually be down there. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to link up, but I'll be down there the weekend of next month on the 6th. It's actually my anniversary day, but my family have like a reunion and shit. But I'll be down there next month.
I'm coming down there.
Get me a plate, cousin.
I'm coming down there.
Come on, we gonna be across the river.
I'm coming down there next month too.
To get a plate.
I'm gonna have all my strength. When I come down there, I won't hear any of this skin of this shit then. Eric, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. You look like you eat people. Like real talk. Like I believe you look like you'll beat the shit out of them, and then when you knock them out, you eat them. You gonna
Said Brad, look, funny thing about it, Big Rock seen me on a parade route, and ever since that day, that bitch called me the Hulk real name, son. I is you know.
Which eye saw you? I see you.
Oh shit! Y'all be wildin', bro. Y'all be wildin'. Oh my god. Oh man.
So man, how you caught the flu?
I ain't got the flu. I got I caught all kind of shit though. I had a sinus infection. You know what? one more thing. One more thing, Mike. I'm serious.
Look, any last minute high school topics y'all want to go on? Because we're gonna go to college.
I really hope that all high schools start to put emphasis on the field this year. Now, I will say,
I don't agree, Mike. I think they need to put emphasis on fundamentals in the band room first.
Don't do anything that will overcompensate for the sound of your band. The sound of your band comes first. But if you have any extra time, because these children are going to want to march in college bands, give them some field work. And if you can't do it as a whole band, pull your seniors to the side.
Y'all don't fucking do no good field shows at Jackson State. So what
you're lying. About? I'm not going to entertain foolishness. Look what happened. Look what happened.
Who going to the any of y'all going to the battle band next month?
Nah. Well, if we don't have anything to do that Saturday, I will go.
Where it's gonna be at?
Houston. Yeah.
What date?
27.
August 27th.
My
August 27th.
My hope for the high school bands is that the administration leaves these fucking band directors alone.
Oh, he just said a mouthful.
Yes.
That's real.
These administrators, though my wife works at a school. These micromanaging sons of bitches get on my nerves, dog. And it's horrible. It's horrible, son.
It's
You
not
cannot, and that's one thing that I can say pre-Katrina that we had, the band director got to be a band director. These band directors they are pinched and parted every fucking way, and it makes me sick, sir.
It's a lot. It's not only micromanaging because it's ignorance, because they don't know and they feel like they supposed to be doing it. Like my wife will tell you, I have a saying. It seems like when people get the administration, they get hit with their dummy stick. They feel, and it's not just K-12. It's on college level too. They feel because they're in charge, like they have to just do something or say something. And I'm like, you should, if you're a principal, you're responsible for the whole school, not just academic. You're responsible for everything. You should have trying to deliver a holistic, opportunity for all the kids. But most of the time, band directors, they are the most sought after people in the school, which I mean, anytime something go down, you come to a band director. We probably have the most classroom management. Anything that needs to happen comes to the band director, but you're shit on a band director. You know what I'm saying? And they just, like you said, they need to leave them alone. But a lot of times it is because they don't know no better. And they think just because
it's hard to watch. Like Arab, like Rock said, or like Lil Rock said earlier about if you don't know about St. Og, don't say nothing about St. Og. But however, St. Og used to have a ton of scholarships for whatever they wanted, right? You talk to alumni, you see that they are using money for everything but the fucking scholarships that used to bring those kids in. Why not give back? Why not give to the product?
Ooh, Joe just hit something. Out of town administrators.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh,
say, man. The principal at Booker T is from Connecticut or something.
Y'all want to give it this one?
How the fuck can you teach all these kids being from Connecticut?
The new superintendent of schools was from a place in Alabama where they ranked 80th in that state.
Okay, well, check this out.
Somebody who ranked 80th.
But y'all saying that though, but when we was in school, we had a bunch of locals. Them bitches wasn't good. Y'all remember right after Katrina, all of them hoes got locked up because they was stealing like dogs?
They've been stealing.
Look, check this out. The Orleans Parish, when me and Robin and Big Brother Scales, when all us was Burger, that Clark band, Eric, when we was in school, we hustling up instruments. The Orleans Parish Public School Board could have been bought us instruments. Them bitches was stealing all the money. They had buku money. We could have got. Look, they had money to furnish them. Every band in the city could have got new instruments almost every 4 years. Every band. Now picture that. That's how much money they was playing with, and them bitches was stealing. So let's not act like the locals was doing us no good, because them hoes was stealing. Go look at the rate they went to jail after Katrina.
But Matt, I'm gonna tell you something even worse, though. I was coaching football at Reed 2 years ago. We won a game against Kenneth Discovery.
Help the band, man. Go help the band.
I played football in college.
Fuck you doing?
I did not march in college.
Well, shit.
But granted, we won a game, first game that they won since we've been back open. The administration immediately threw the band at our next game against McMain. Band was nowhere close to being ready. But they just wanted to look good and called it a homecoming game and so forth and so on. And the shit bad because I marched for Reed under Miguel and Tamil. I marched under Carver for Will. But to see them just, we won the game, let's hurry up and throw the band out there. I don't think dude was there a good month or two. Only thing they had was ESPN and some cadences that was not ready. What can you? Why would you throw that out there?
That's basically how y'all sounded when you was there.
Boy, man, fuck you, Murphy's love going up the street.
That's basically how y'all sounded with them long ass capes.
Going up the street.
That's how y'all sounded with them big funk ass towel capes. Yeah. That's how y'all sounded. Don't act like y'all all that now.
That's ignorance, man. That's
Like
ignorance.
y'all done went. They done went down now. Then
it's ignorance, and it's actually disrespectful too. Because I have another saying that I always say: I'm a musician, not a magician. And they think that you can just wave a wine. I said, it's not a wine, it's a baton. It's not. I just can't go boom and I'm gonna have a band ready. That's ignorance, bro. They do stuff like that. They put stuff out there. They expect a whole lot, and they don't do a whole lot to help you get this band ready for what you need. But they expect a whole lot.
Another thing that you said, brother. These people, especially us, especially Negroes, they get put in the top spot of these schools and forget where the fuck they came from, dog. And that shit, I hate that. I fucking hate it.
It happens a lot, man.
I fucking hate like you politic your way all the way into being the head master.
Give me a big high position. I'm gonna show you niggas how to get rid of some niggas. You out of here,
son. And my thing is, you have people in the city who are well qualified to handle any position in this city. You have
Robin,
Vanetta, a whole bunch of people who are community-based people. And you will not give these people a chance, but you will do this teachers across America bullshit and bring somebody from Chicago only to pay off their student loans and then get the fuck on these kids. No, Matt, you went to Kennedy. How often could you go to Kennedy and see your teacher from the fucking 9th grade and you've been gone for 2-3 years? You can't even do that shit no more.
Okay, but look, check this out, Eric. Let's say us 6 brothers, we decide we're gonna go back to New Orleans and help. So all of us got our hearts in the right place. As a matter of fact, let's not say 6. Let's say 20 people. We get 20 people, all hearts in the right place. The shit's so crooked until us 20 people, this culturally so fucked up. Miguel made a excellent point. Miguel said the city of New Orleans is systematically crooked on every level.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you go in trying to make a change, they gonna get rid of us.
Yep.
That's the fucked up part. We gonna be voted out. You gonna be exiled, Eric. Like, so what happens is to keep your job, you just start rocking like everybody else rocking.
You just be quiet.
The system in New Orleans need to be broke down to the fucking studs. It need to be busted all the way down. But the problem is with that, how you break something down to the studs or break the whole system down, and you got children that got to go to school next year. Like how you break it down and then build it back up that quick for people to go to school?
Joe just made a great point. When the fuck did the parade checks start going to the school and not the band?
The parade checks. The school get the parade checks.
See, I can tell you how them band directors are stealing. Listen, I don't want you to think
when did that happen? Burger, you
in
it more than I am. When the fuck did the school start?
Some of them cats had sticky fingers.
It started around the time with the whole Hamer situation.
It wasn't just then. That ain't when them boy. Listen, Burger, we're gonna talk offline.
They ain't got the checks, so it must.
I still don't believe that a school should get a check that a band marched 5, 6, 7 parades. And now they got to get that check to the. I believe that it should be the band director and his staff.
So the school get the steal and not the band director now.
No,
I think that needs to be checks and balances.
Go to the school now.
The school
used to get 2 checks. You used to get 2. They ask you how much you want to be on one check and how much the other check go be. That probably was the one they gave to the school, the smallest amount.
That was on.
I guarantee you, if I'm a band director and I march these 7, 8 parades, and we getting $4,000. The school could get 1,000. I take the 3, so I can take care of me and my staff. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't see nothing wrong with that either.
I don't see nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, but you gotta make sure it's going like that. Like if they get $4,000 for a parade, you throw the school out one. You and your little partners can't take 2,500 of the other 3,000. You know what I mean? Like you gotta leave something. Dudes was knocked out.
I would have been in jail, man.
I'm gonna say somebody who actually done this stuff since I've done it. You get a check for the school, and that usually be the check that's actually talked about in the contract. And then they also have a check that they give to the band director. That's a separate check. and that check goes to to the band director. Now, what usually happens if you are somebody who's doing what you're supposed to do, you turn that check in like you're supposed to. That's for the school to the school. Now, what would happen also with that? The school will wind up taking your money too, because you have an account. You actually have an account for the band, a line item that's for you. That's for the band. So that money should go there. I've been at a school where school have taken my money. So
and I think that's bad, son. That's
yeah,
bad. Like
it is.
Like look at like okay, when I was coaching ball though, we had to go to the school and ask them for football equipment. They said that we had to do a fundraiser to get football equipment. Jesus. And so we was like, well, why do we have to do a fundraiser for something that should be given to us? And then they were like, oh, well, they have old equipment at the old school board building. I'm like, the Katrina shit? Y'all want these kids to play with the Katrina shit? Wow. Okay.
Wait, somebody in administration really told you that?
They said that we had to.
Darrell, didn't you live in Texas for a little while, Darrell?
Yes.
Burger, you too, right?
I lived in where?
In Texas for a little while.
Yeah.
You could definitely put that shit he just said on the list of things that would never happen in Texas.
Yeah.
Right. To make it a football team get some old shit.
That's to be honest with you, in Texas, I'm not trying to be funny. A lot of our teachers wouldn't be qualified to work in Texas.
That's real.
So it's a
Burger,
situation where
you say some messed up stuff, Burger.
But it's the truth, though. It's the truth.
A lot of them wouldn't even be able to work. It's probably a handful. Maybe a handful, and I'm being nice.
That y'all probably don't know this word, but Mr. Scales will. How many teachers in New Orleans passed the practice?
I know a few, but
right now, but it ain't a lot, Mike. It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
I don't know a lot of teachers though, but I know a few that passed it.
I know a few.
I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this too. As far as you talking about accreditation, we about to go through accreditation. That's why I said the word. I'm talking about being certified. Let me tell you something, bro. Texas is fucking different, and I knew it was different. But
do you see the high school football stadiums?
No, listen. I'm not. No, that's a whole nother story. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about certification.
DeSoto and Duncanville and all them damn schools in Houston. Do you see the stadiums? Why can't we not have that? The people stole Carver money for their damn stadium. Let's talk. How do you?
I'm about to get their stadium, bro. They just put an article out. They finally about to.
I understand. I'm proud of that, but that bitch should have been up 5-6 years ago, Burger.
Let me say this about the accreditation before we go to that. So praxis, right? So Texas got their own test, right? So praxis, people they just passed the thing where you don't have to have
that certification. You don't have to have that.
No. You gotta have the practice. You don't have to have what we call practice 1, which is reading, writing, and the math. That's practice 1.
That's 2. Practice 2 is the reading.
No.
One is just the reading and the writing.
Listen. No. Practice 1 is reading, writing, and math. Practice 2 is considered your It's the PLT and your specialty.
I thought that's what it 3.
Is. No. Unless they change something, that's what it always been.
Yeah, they changed it because practice 1 is reading, writing, 2 is reading, writing, and math, and then 3 is your specialty. My homegirl just took it.
I don't know why they changed it. I don't know. That's stupid. They changed it to that. Don't make sense. But anyway, that's not the point. That's not my point. But my thing is, a lot of people was not passing the reading, writing, and math. They was passing their specialty, but a lot of people were struggling with that. So that's why they passed this bill to help people get more teachers because they need teachers first of all. So that's why they passed this bill. But one thing about the praxis, you could take that motherfucker and until once you pass, you pass. You can fail that bitch 10, 15 times. In Texas, I found this shit out. I was like, wow. First of all, you have to get permission from whatever PPE you was in, preparation program you was in, to take the test. And then once you take it, if you only get 5 chances. You only get 5 chances. If you fail that bitch, it's a mark on the school.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. When I was like, I knew Texas was different, but I was like, because I'm in the process of revamping the department, and because there's some things that is not right. And I found that shit out. I was like, oh my damn, you know. So just Texas don't play, but also they pay you, and they want you to have your shit, and they do require a lot from you. Their UIL system it ain't no joke. They require a lot from you, and it's kind of hard on us because it's not made for us. If you understand what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. You know,
like the leak
so
test.
it's kind of hard on us as far as I ain't even talking about the test. I'm talking about as far as just doing your job, as far as band and for as you know what I'm saying. It's not made for us.
Let me say this though. I see a lot of first off, I dated a few teachers in Texas. They don't be that smart. That's number one.
Just
a lot of that is it's been a few. I'm a musician. It's been a few, but um, but a lot of that is you got to go, and this is the same thing with teaching people in general with anything they do. You got to go and apply yourself, and you're gonna be shit in life. And if you don't go and apply yourself, then life will be less than optimal for you. But Texas operates just like any other state. A lot of those suburbs have amazing schools, like where Eric, brother Emmanuel teaches. Uh, but in big cities like Dallas, don't nobody want their school to go to Dallas. Their children to go to Dallas ISD or Houston ISD. Them shits be ratchet. Like that shit be. You can Google this. They had the security guards at a school in Dallas had the children cage fighting. They were supposed to be in detention. They had them in that. You can Google the fight. Them schools be ratchet. You dig? That's a lot of those big cities because they trying to funnel so many people through there. A lot of shit get lost in the shuffle. So they might have a good football program, they might have a good this and good that, but the education be shit. Another reason why they don't have good education in those big cities is because the best teachers don't want to teach there. If I'm a teacher and got all my certifications, I ain't trying to teach in the goddamn Dallas ISD, no shade, or New Orleans, or Houston, or Chicago.
Private school.
Like I'm not even private schools. I just want to go somewhere where I ain't got to deal with all these behavior issues. Like you expected, you held to the same standard. You held to the same standard as schools all over. You graded the same way, except you could. I mean, they have a better disciplinary system in place. The school you be at in a lot of these cities, man, that shit be tore up. You could do anything. Burger with the clock. Tell us about it.
This then went from top 5 high school bands to I hate the education system.
I'm about to say we finna we about to hit the 30-minute mark. We're gonna get to the college part of it. So, but everything that y'all was saying, everything that was saying is real. You know, it's something that we got to pay attention to.
Brother Scales, Fred, though, when are you putting the product out for everybody to see?
I'll let you know. Because I don't know. I just started basically in the summer, so I don't know what I'm gonna have or what, you know. So trust me, you don't know. I promise you that.
What I said, brother Charles? Anyway, fellas, I gotta go finish my healing because my job sent me an email earlier today that said I don't care how sick you is, we need you on these drums tomorrow. So I'm about to go get ready. But shout out to y'all. I love all y'all. Y'all be safe, man. It's always good hanging out with y'all.
Get well, man.
Baby, go get your rest.
Most definitely, man. Blessings y'all way, man.
All
right. So look. We did all that. We did the high school. We talked about how piss poor these damn administrations are. Colleges. Preseason college thoughts. What do you think it's gonna look like?
Number one, I will give the Southern.
Of course.
Number two, I will give the Jackson State. Number three, after the showing last year, I would give to Alabama State. Number four, shit, this where it gets sticky at. God damn.
Another band in Louisiana. Don't sleep on them.
You talking about Grambling? We indifferent on. I'll put I have a great belief in what Brian and Javon and French and them go do at Texas Southern.
I have a great belief too, but they were shits last year. We gotta call a spade, brother.
I have great belief to put them in this top 5.
I will never.
I got great belief, and then I'll put Alabama A&M.
You gotta prove it to me, bro. You gotta go prove it.
A&M.
I love Brian.
This is swag band.
In 2019,
top 5 period.
they were.
We just doing top 5 period. E-Scale. Go ahead, give me 5.
A&M was terrible.
Hold on, Mike. Go ahead, Scales.
No, y'all go. Let me think.
Eric,
Give me a second.
Go ahead, Mike.
I think you go.
Hold on. Let's go. Go ahead, Mike. I don't want to hear nothing about Alabama A&M, Mike.
Alabama A&M suck. Okay.
Go ahead, Mike. Give me your top 5.
I'm gonna go Jackson State Southern. Of course, that's the way that's. Then I have Alabama State, and then I will do Texas Southern, then Grambling to PV. I don't know which one. Don't fight me.
Grambling and PV had a good battle last year too.
Grambling, I don't know which one. It's just
listen. I can't put TSU in my top 5, y'all. It's no disrespect.
We talking about. We saying project.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, projected. I will put Texas Southern in there.
I can't do it. I gotta go see. I saw them in the fall.
Hold on, Mike. Go ahead, Burger.
The spring, huh?
I won't change it.
Okay, what you changing to?
Southern Alabama State, Kentucky State.
That's one everybody's sleeping on, boy.
Kentucky State.
You don't see them enough. You just don't see them enough.
And then I'll slide the 5 to whoever won't eat that position. I don't care.
I see a whole bunch of people talking about we sleeping on Talladega. Well, bitch, I got NyQuil because I don't see Talladega in the top 5 right now.
Not after Bonds leave.
Yeah, not after Bonds left. I don't see Talladega.
Yeah, y'all slept. Talladega was fucking great for parade season. I don't know what y'all heard. They ain't miss a beat. If
they had that same band in the fall, they would have got walked through by other bands. They sounded good. It's just if they would have seen Southern for Bacchus, Southern would have punched on them. They just too small.
That's why they ran.
Hey, to answer that question by brother, I hope I'm saying his name right, Aiken. Unless you switch up to a more aggressive style in the swag,
we're not talking about no fucking FAMU, man.
You don't have to switch up nothing.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
gonna
do.
sound. I'm
gonna say this, man. Did y'all see that band camp pictures?
Yeah.
Guess what,
bro?
They band camp sounded absolutely terrible. Did you watch any video?
No, I didn't see the video.
Oh my God!
I didn't see the video.
Alabama, listen, on my mama that's in the front. Alabama State with their 10 people sounded more decent than FAMU. They sounded absolutely bonkers. You would have, no offense, you would have got
Alabama State band camp was about $700. It better.
You would have got Eastern and FAMU band camp mixed up. They sounded terrible. Hey, it sounded like nobody on trumpet knew the music. It was absolutely garbage. And for them to be called themselves the mecca of musicality for band, it was a terrible showcase.
Well,
that was embarrassing for all the FAMU marching.
What I'm gonna say this, I bring that up because I'm thinking about.
We have to protect Mike at all costs, y'all. Somebody gonna fuck him up.
And, bro, I've listened to y'all talk about FAMU different. I'm gonna tell you something, man. When I'm a few years older than y'all, bro. When I used to hear FAM back in the days, bro, one thing I always said, bro, them people line up. Now they don't play a lot of technical music unless they playing a march or they might maybe they have a little technicality in some of the ballads, a lot of their ballads or something like that. But bro, when them people play, bro.
Somebody said, didn't Talladega beat Jackson in the fall though?
I don't agree with that. But
Mike, what you in the bad?
Wait! Before we get in that burger, what's your top 5?
I'm not gonna get to that.
Hey,
I don't think
top 5 for the fall is Southern, Jackson State, Alabama State, Grambling, Alcorn.
You want to go Scales?
I'm almost agree with Burger. I don't know about Alcorn. That's my kind of toss up.
Ooh, Alcorn was rolling last fall.
But the other ones I go with. I'm gonna put Grambling because that's my alma mater. I'm gonna put them in there anyway. But I'm
gonna go. Go ahead. Yeah. Go. My bad.
No. You go. I'm gonna pick one. So I go with Alcon. I go with that 5. I go with that 5 burger. I go with that 5.
I gotta give Alcon that notable mention for that 5th spot.
I'll go PV over Alcon, bro.
Man, y'all listen.
I wouldn't.
I watched Texas Southern only win of the fall came against PV. And that 5th, I don't know how PV had 9,000 people. Texas Southern maybe had 100. It shouldn't have been close.
I'm gonna say this. Just my opinion. This is just my opinion. I like PV. Like when I was in the band, PV, especially the tubas,
is great.
And the two PV used to be rolling, but when Grambling played PV, man, we used to light to PV ass, man.
First off, I don't got no Miles or Tennessee State. But
sucks.
My
Tennessee
5
State played the same 5 songs in the 5th the whole year.
In
Miles, the same order.
I was 5 at the Texas Southern Bama State game. Alabama State sounded immaculate, my G.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go Southern Jackson.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. Southern Jackson, Talladega.
3?
Alabama State. Alabama State.
That is my stupid.
Alabama State, and then I'm gonna go with
Bitch, the honeybee's gonna jump you.
I'm gonna go with Graham.
They'll give them some good
You think Talladega sounded better than Grambling last fall?
Man, I think Talladega will punish Grambling and Alabama State. Talladega sounded really good last year.
Talladega was nice last fall, but I need, when you get off of here, send me your weed man number.
Nah.
And that's all I was telling you, Burger. They were good last fall. It's just I don't know what
PV. To me, I like PV a lot, but PV be sounding like they just got the music that they So like a lot of PV had like 30-something baritones last year. It sounded like 8 dudes was playing. I just can't get jiggy with that, bro. I'm sorry.
Burger.
You know what let me down with PV?
Miles to say they only sounded good against Jackson. That's a fucking juggernaut.
When PV played Jackson last year,
that battle was
and PV played that Bruno Mars. That's the only thing that had the whole crowd going. But after that, it was
Alabama State gonna let a lot of people down. Y'all gonna laugh at me.
No, they're not.
Absolutely.
Listen,
hey, I'm with you, Mike.
I promise y'all.
They never have a consistent year.
They playing at home.
Mike, you know what I noticed about you? All the bands that kicked your ass last year, you dogging them out right now. Alabama State kicked your ass for homecoming.
Hey, Alabama State, they never have like a back-to-back good year. So that's why I'm not putting that's not too high on Alabama State.
Nah, so, I can't. I think when you do what Alabama State did this past fall, Alabama State was very consistent sound-wise the whole entire fall.
but the next year. Like, remember that year that they had like 400 people, and then they come
back. That band sounded like shit.
Yeah, but that was one of their better bands.
No, that wasn't one of their better bands.
Then they came back and sounded like shit.
Alabama State was undefeated last fall. Besides Southern, who else was undefeated last fall?
I keep telling you, Darrell do not know nothing about no band for real. I keep telling you that. This man said that was one of their better bands.
You saying that because
Alabama State band, like sound wise, bro, they got a couple of years way better than that big ass year. 2010 Alabama State was really good. 2012 Alabama State was really good.
State is 0 and
that's the band I'm talking about, Burger. The 2012 band.
They're gonna lose battles at home. I don't know what it is.
The 08 band was humongous. That's the band
I'm talking about that 2012 band that you just said was good. That's the band I'm talking about. But the next year, they didn't sound too hot. So that's what they never back it up. You know, they'll go knock a nigga head off, and then next year they come in, they sound like some, you know, they not.
Well, then with all the shit that's going on at Bama State, I don't really know how that's about to transition.
If you ever get to see their band director in person, he look like the butler of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You can't miss him.
See, I don't understand why Bama State band director always in the front with security, state trooper.
Because he making sure ain't nobody recording his band but Alabama State media team. He will get your ass thrown out the building.
That kind of like the dance team sponsor at Southern.
See, ain't nobody slapped nobody yet. That's why people do that type of stuff. If you get your band director get slapped on YouTube, I don't know who catch the recording of it. They might get stumped out. But I promise you, slapping somebody band director, y'all gonna go viral. And that band director ain't every time he think about playing with somebody, that slap gonna reap in his mind.
Hey, you know, I'll tell you like this.
You better slap the right band director because you're gonna have about 300 people on your ass after you do that.
Exactly. You slap a juke band director, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
Bro, I gonna tell you, man.
They already told me.
I remember being in that band, and I remember niggas get jumped, bro. They fucking killed people, bro.
Bro, I remember
you fuck with anybody in that band, bro. I'm talking about you and it.
He told us 500 to record this thing at.
Boy, 500. They out here selling ass for $20 on the calendar. Why I gotta spend 500? I got get the fuck out of here.
They say that $40.
Listen, it's only like maybe a few band directors on the college level that look like they can fight. All the rest of them niggas can't fight.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, any band, I can say any band. I know Grambling, and I know something, bro. I've seen niggas whip niggas, bro. Niggas get whipped. We was in Alabama. We played Alabama. Niggas whipped the nigga in the stadium. The nigga try to cross the band or touch somebody in the band. You can get whipped.
Hey, no disrespect to the bros, but it was homecoming one year, and one of the bros is blocking the crabs from going to the band room. It ain't end too well for him.
Oh, hey,
it ain't end too well.
Let me tell you,
that's
man,
on him.
Look,
that's on bro.
Bros, I love my
boy. All you would have heard was firecrackers.
Look, you don't want to fight, man. I remember when I was at Grambling. And bros was on this back when we used to have the waiting the refund check line and all that shit. And bros was kind of chaperoning and helping up, and they caught themselves trying to do some shit, bro. Niggas from New Orleans, bro. You know how we get, bro. I say, look, hey, y'all, chill out. It's a battle. You don't want this smoke, dog.
See, bro, look, I
don't want this smoke.
I had the privilege of going to a white university. I didn't have those problems with checks and stuff. We had our stuff got ACH.
Hey, this is the
straight to the account. We didn't have them problems, brother. Yeah, we didn't have them problems. Like when I be hearing about the financial aid lines and the gyms and showing up and ain't got no place to sleep and shit, I never had that problem.
Oh, I understand, bro. My wife went to PWI for masters and PhD.
No, the University of Miami has very good condos, though. I'll tell you that much. We had very nice houses. I'll tell you that much. All that other shit I don't know about. We had
mansions.
Say, dog, look,
he talk about that black administrators that get to the top and shit on you. Now look at him. Exactly. He made it all to the east side of the deluxe apartment. And the first thing he did shit on there.
Say, Brad, look, my partner played football for Texas Southern, and their head coach used to take their money that they used to get for traveling and used to spend that shit on his hoes. I'm like, man, y'all got me.
There's a lot of people did that type of shit.
Y'all got me fucked, bitch.
It's sad though. It's sad.
I'm excited. Yeah. I'm excited to see Texas Southern because the moment
I am too.
Because the moment that they lose,
I just saw a picture.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you how it is.
The moment that they lose, it's gonna get so loud.
Not gonna be the Texas Southern from last year.
So hold on.
Hold
up, Mike. I got
my top 5 was because I didn't like the showing last year. In the spring, they were way better in the spring. Spring Texas Southern was on heads, but fall Texas Southern was all right. They were all right.
Mike, I got a question for you, Mike. Since you there, what financial
Eli, they do. They really do.
Financial gain has Deion Sanders brought to Jackson State as far as like for the band and different things?
As far as the band, some people have donated. I think Monte Ellis gave a big thing to the band. Also, we get I think $1 every ticket. So if you can imagine 60,000 people in the stadium, that's $60,000 that's going toward the band. It is a lot of things. Also, commercials.
Bitch, y'all ain't never sell 60,000 tickets.
What? Are you crazy?
We all sold 60K.
We sold over
homecoming.
What we had in the stadium for homecoming.
Homecoming. I'm saying when they play every ticket.
They average 48,000 burger.
And then for other games, other home games, I think
the stadium hold 32,000. Why they got 60?
That stadium holds more than 32,000.
No.
That Southern Stadium that holds 28.
Yeah.
But going back to the question.
Hold up, Darrell. Don't say nothing, Darrell. Darrell, don't you say a fucking word, Darrell.
A lot of band students get opportunities to be in.
Bitch, we added the end zone. We could hold 30,000.
A lot of band students get opportunities to be in the commercials with Deion Sanders. If you see the commercials with Affleck,
straight up,
and the dancers are on the commercial and the drum, and they're actually getting paid per person. None of that money is going to the band program. You yourself is getting a check for you being in that commercial.
Right.
So that's things that he's on an individual level and
that's
on the whole band wise.
Has the enrollment went up at Jackson State since Prime got there?
The enrollment goes up at Jackson State every year for I think the past 20 years.
I ain't asked you that, Mike. I ain't asked you that old political ass question.
Enrollment in HBCUs is up. Period.
Go up every year. Yeah.
Enrollment in HBCUs is up.
With Deion, man, they get money. Trust me, and it's a good. But it's not only affecting Jackson State; it's affecting all HBCUs.
Niggas said Harrell Stadium hold more than Mumford.
Listen, I honestly believe that they should work out something with Southern where that game is never played in Baton Rouge. It loses too much money. We can give you 65,000 people. You can only give me 28,000.
Man,
we should work something.
Listen, State in that rented ass stadium. Boy,
listen,
shit.
Listen, Darrell. I hate when boombox be in Baton Rouge. I hate when boombox in Baton Rouge.
How you gonna try to sell them people stadium? That ain't y'all
Darrell, you doing the most right now. I'm being real.
No, fuck that.
Y'all
You're not about to try to shit on us.
Why do you think boombox is getting taken away from both of our stadiums? Because they're about to go make millions of dollars a year in a whole nother stadium. That game should never be played in Baton Rouge. It can't hold enough people.
Shouldn't be. I think that game shouldn't be played in none of them stadiums. I think that shit.
Nah, you just don't want to say it should be held in Jackson. But that's you know what I'm saying.
Because y'all wouldn't have to pay rent on that shit. Y'all paying rent right now.
We don't pay
y'all wouldn't have to pay
that
shit.
But Darrell, known fact.
To what he's talking about, he's speaking true. But what I would say, you can't just say play it in Jackson every year because that just. But
that's why I said they took it away. They took it away.
But they need to find a neutral stadium, preferably outside.
They did.
Stadium.
We play in I think
Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham.
That's what the game
after this year.
Yeah, it's in Birmingham.
This year it's going to be in Birmingham every year.
It's going to be a Legion Field.
Yeah.
That's
what it's going to be.
Okay.
And I think both schools are supposed to take home $3 million a year.
Yeah.
From the deal.
Well, my partner,
that game should never be at Southern. Until y'all can get a new stadium,
neither band won't see $1 of that $3 million. I promise y'all.
Stop renting the stadium. Stop talking about our stadium. Y'all rent, nigga. Y'all don't have a stadium.
It was so depressing.
We own our shit.
It was so depressing to have.
Y'all shit ragged in some years, though.
They can't come to the game.
We own our shit
because y'all couldn't.
It's ragged, but we own it.
That bitch be
ragged. I didn't say nothing about it being
ragged.
I'm just saying it's too small.
That's one thing. Going back to somebody say some of the band ain't gonna sit on that money. They need, and they really can push for some negotiation with the band because that everybody knows that game to be the Boombox Classic, which is band related, and they know, and most of the people who come into that game are coming for the band. You know, like you can literally streamline it and show that the people.
And if we and you want to tell you something, and if we don't push for this, like you saying, that game is going to be rotated off the schedule. Had that game not been in Birmingham, that game would have not been on the schedule.
That's because Jackson State is looking to go up.
No, that game. This before Deion was coming here. That game was getting rotated off.
But now Jackson State is looking to go up, so they're looking to move conferences.
Nah, Jackson actually now they're trying to make a super conference between all HBCUs, which I think is smart.
Now, what you saying, Eric, is the reason that we don't want to play Tennessee State.
Right.
We don't need to play Tennessee State because we don't make enough money off that game.
Right.
That's foolish. We put all those people in the state. We put all those people in the stadium, and we make pennies compared to what we make at home.
One thing I like about Jackson State president, the hospital went to the president and was like, we want that parking that the stadium holds. We'll give you we'll give you X amount of million of dollars to get them parking spots and put them in a hospital. The president was like, instead of giving the school that money, build us a stadium. Well, Jackson State is under that Mississippi Ole Miss shit. And they was like, well, we don't have an indoor stadium at Ole Miss and Mississippi State, so you can't get an indoor stadium. And the president was like, well, fuck it. We gonna keep the shit at vets because we already in there. But I like how he make power moves, son. And that is a smart man. I like how he made that power move. And honestly speaking, Jackson State should have an on-campus stadium. They should.
Do you realize that Southern and Jackson works in two different ways, like as far as state funding? And that's something Southern people are so uneducated. Like you hear Darrell talking. He sounds so foolish because he don't know nothing about Mississippi education.
Well, you feel what I'm saying? He don't know. That's the thing. You're not telling us nothing new.
It's like we don't work in we get new band uniforms, right? So we waiting on.
It's still gonna stink.
You know what we waiting on? The state to tell us yes, that can be the design.
You don't think Southern got to answer?
Y'all better make sure the spelling right on that motherfucker, like some of them other uniforms with the C before the A and shit.
Nah, that's Southern because the letter fell off. We had to staple it in the right spot.
Man, Mike shitting on Southern people so bad with the calmest voice, and y'all just sitting up here allowing him to do that.
Nah, because they still run the stadium. But fella, we got to get off here. It's after 9.
Well, my last remarks is, Eric, you won't have to cut your bid because we will handle that in the fall. I see Southern taking a lot of L's in the fall because Southern. They're going to find a way to screw it all up just like they do. It's just like the Knicks. They always say this and then they just find a way to screw it up. So, Darrell, you made him cut his beard too, right, though, huh? Like, not just the top. You got to cut that.
No, it was just the top. It was just the top. The rug go look funny as shit without that.
You cannot say anything about us because y'all lost to Talladega. Y'all lost to Alabama State.
I don't think that we lost to Talladega.
Y'all went to Tennessee State and got out because them people played the same song. So
you said Tennessee State. We lost to Tennessee State.
The only reason, no, I said y'all beat Tennessee State, but only because they played the same songs.
Okay,
but
so. All right, so we barely made it out Tennessee State. We lost to Talladega. Yeah. So in your book, we just lost the whole year, right? You sound foolish. All right.
Y'all lost a lot of fucking battles last year. Y'all was not good. But that's all I'm gonna say.
But you would wait. But the day after the battle, right? You was the one on Crucial Conflict defending Jackson State, right? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey,
don't
Jackson
do that.
won a battle.
Don't do that.
I didn't say Jackson lost the battle. Jackson won a battle. But they only won because Tennessee State decided to play the same fucking.
I'm talking about versus Talladega. I'm talking about versus Talladega. Don't do that, Darrell.
Darrell, don't do that. After the Talladega battle, I came on here and I said I thought Jackson State won, but after watching the video, Talladega won. That's what I said.
You said you thought Talladega won, and then we watched the video together on Crucial Conflict, and then you say
no, you got it.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Darrell. I was in the car. Let me tell you what I was doing. I was riding to the skating ring, and we was on Crucial Conflict together. My connection went out for about 7 minutes, but guess what? You said we won.
Joe, definitely Jackson.
Don't do that.
Definitely Jackson.
Just definitely Jackson. Southern would never admit a Southern would never admit. Them bitches will go to their grave knowing they lost and still die not saying they lost. Dog. Those will never be their last word. We took an L. Never.
Yeah, we don't take L. But look, man, it's been good, man. We had a great show. Real. Appreciate everybody that came on. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share the video. We'll catch y'all again next week. We're gonna be looking forward to talking about what's coming up next.
Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like Mike on YouTube. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel.
I
do a lot of lifestyle and I react to video, band video.
Johnny, bitch, how you come on here with 5 seconds left?
Man, the daddy do it, dog.
Oh, the boys had a game?
Huh?
The boys had a game?
They had practice and stuff.
Oh, all right.
You know, Southern saxophones are.
What you say, son?
All right, now we get in the show.
What did you say, son?
Y'all have a good night.
He said Southern saxophones trash. That's what he said.
Son, I'm off in 2001 and 2022. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Peace.